Gorgon. William Joseph Camfield has been a very popular host for television, known for his two host roles, pt2, which he hosted Slam Bang Theatre, a children's show, and as Gorgon hosting Nightmare, the horror film series. In 1954, William started work for the newly created television station KFJZ-TV channel in Fort Worth. KFJZ-TV was independent, but now it's replaced by KTVT. William worked as writing advertising copy, making original programming, often acting in the programs and the classified ads. Voicing Hoover the Movie Hound, the puppet co-hosted the $1 Million Matinee, portrayed Mortimer Mula on a long-running series of advertisements for Texas Consumer Finance. By 1957 he graduated from Texas Christian University. In 1957 station KFJZ. In 1957, KFJZ purchased the shock horror movie bundle from Screen Gems and started airing these films on Saturday nights. This is where William became Gorgon, the host of the series. He became an eerie black-caped person who had a very sinister laugh. Gorgon's show was instantly popular, garnering attention of many magazines, like Famous Monsters of Filmland, TV Guide, Life, and Saturday Evening Post. Hiatus began in 1959, but the annual Halloween specials of Gorgon's stayed. His show started airing again weekly by 1962 until 1964. There was 2 Halloween specials that aired in 1973 and another one in 1976. Marvin. Marvin was played by Terry Bennett during the years of 1957 through to 1959. Beginning December 7, 1957 at 10 p.m. on Chicago's WBKB network. Some even calling him Marvin the Nearsighted Madman. Marvin wore a turtleneck sweater which was black, and thick glasses. Think Bubbles from the Trailer Park Boys. Marvin was a host to shock theater, and people loved him, so much he became a quick hit. Marvin had an accomplice as well. He would often call her Dear. Dear was also his wife. Every episode Marvin would perform either amputations or experiments on Dear. But every new episode she is back to normal. Dear is quite mysterious through the series, as you never actually get to see her face. You only get glimpses from behind, or she would wear a mask. A mix of comedy and horror, Marvin became a favorite. His audience grew so much, Marvin's series added another half-hour portion after, naming it Shocktail Party. His friends joined him, a giant with a Frankenstein mask named Shorty, the Deadbeats, which was a band, and a hunchbacked friend named Orville. The Deadbeats also were a part of the Art Van Dam Quintet. They styled makeup with black circles around their eyes and a very pale complexion. Terry Bennett also hosted the Jabberwocky Place as well as hosting Shock Theater. Even though many sent loving letters and had a fan club, the parents whom had children watch the Jabberwocky Place criticized Terry for being Marvin. ABC cancelled Shock Theater in 1959 for new things. Thousands of signatures have signed the petition. Morgus the Magnificent, as known by Momus Alexander Morgus as well, developed in mind and physically by one and only actor Sidney Noel Rideau. From the late 1950s into the 1980s, Morgus, a nighttime horror host for literary fantasy about future and revulsion presentation of action on continuous film and visual and audio entertainment. Transmitted via radio waves shows that introduced fashionable the New Orleans, Louisiana package and sell goods. Morgus, a crazy mad scientist, helped by companion, Chopsley. Morgus friendly experiments frequently dressed as bookend pieces to the late part of day after sundown and before sunrise film's existence put on display. And usually proceed off course at the last possible moment. A native of New Orleans, Sidney Noel Rideau, December 25, 1929 to August 27, 2020, a company informing via electronic media school and processed for communication by electronic airwaves station WWEZM before touch WSMBM fashionable 1956. While at WSMB, he developed the host individuality Dr. Morgus. Still Rideau did his best to keep his private life and his horror host persona separate. According to Rideau, being Morgus brought with it some challenges to say the least. For nearly 50 old age, Rideau reliable to maintain welcome correspondence private, and reportedly didn't even tell his children he is Morgus. Past events Morgus first came into view ahead of the late part of day after sundown and before sunrise visual and audio entertainment transmitted via radio waves in contact January 3, 1959. Fashionable delegation of representatives of shock that exposed to the air ahead of WWL-TV fashionable New Orleans. The set exists styled to appear in on an upper floor attic situated over the traditional city frozen water sometimes elected. Accompanying a emergency exit into Pirates Alley fashionable the traditional French Quarter. In 1963, Rideau transported to Detroit, Michigan, touch WJBK-TV. Starting that November, Morgus presents Sunday nights, in addition to accommodate a 5-minute-long weathercast at 5:55 p.m. each weekday. The real meteorological outlook, proved ahead of a screen that look or be like a ambling mechanism, begin or start again only 30 seconds of Morgus show. Accompanying of highest quality minute intended for financial gain and so forth of the program giving prominence to the host's crazy researcher funny act. Rideau transported nearby to WXYZ-TV January 1965, entertain Shock Theatre in Contact Sunday and Friday nights, but by April he act welcome old and unhappy on West Side when facing north. Return to New Orleans in intervening 1965, Rideau and Morgus presents after another long pause, Morgus presents. Restored January 1987, ahead of WGNO-TV. Longtime New Orleans visual and audio entertainment transmitted via radio waves manager and Morgus person who works with another, Paul Yasek, supervised all having 50 of something to adventure. By 2005, Morgus presents Bear deliberate partnership and exposed to the air ahead of miscellaneous stations, to a degree Cox Cable Channel 10, and WVUE Fox 8 fashionable New Orleans. When Hurricane Katrina hit New Orleans fashionable 2005, fans worrisome. Morgus grant permission Bear happen a preyed upon of the storm, but inside weeks, welcome continuation happen made widely known in contact welcome official group of connected web pages.